Hello and welcome back to another Evil Aniki convention vlog. Today we're at Anime Pasadena day 1, and here I am getting in line. This line was pretty long, but it was moving super fast, just like this footage right now. Don't want to bore you too long with this line. There was one funny thing that happened while I was in line. I'm going to let that play out right now. But man, whew, this line.
Hey, what are you doing here? Hey, this is our con, bro. This is our con.
It's people like that who really make cons feel alive. Like, it's so fun to go and have people just interacting with each other. I think that's one of my favorite things about anime cons is people just interacting with each other and, you know, life, but in character. It's kind of fun. But yeah, this line is very long. This is the line for if you've already had a badge. I picked up my badge on day 0, and it was still pretty long to get in. I wasn't in line for that long, maybe like 10, 15 minutes. This was very fast. They were huddling people in super fast, so it was not that big of an issue. At the end of the video, I'm going to show what the line looks like to get in if you didn't have your badge that day, and it's a little bad. But you can check the timestamp for that, but we're gonna go on in first and we're gonna explore around, and we're gonna check out the exhibit hall and the vendor hall, and then we're gonna check out the Dragon Ball hall. Pasadena is such a beautiful city. So here we are entering. You can see here everyone's just crowding in to get in right now. But they actually had a lot of really cool things in these hallways as well to check out. So I think that's what people were crowding around as well. They had some really cool statues off the side like Bakugo, Itachi, Kakashi, and then Mikasa. Let me know which one of those is your favorite show. And then of course someone has to get stepped on. It's not an anime convention unless someone's getting stepped on and beat. But let's head on into the exhibit hall and see if we can find some friends. So I'm on my way to find my friend David's Toyzilla booth, but on the way there I found some really cool manga panels that were pretty cool. It was next to their booth. These are like official reproductions maybe? I'm not too sure.
Hi guys, welcome. You guys have questions? Hey David, how's it going? Good, I got a ticket for your thing next weekend.
So actually at his toy store the following weekend, Spike Spencer, the original voice actor for Shinji, is doing a signing at his store. He's a very high-ticket signature voice actor. And here I am checking out this Tenchi Muyo figure. Sorry I didn't get the best view of this. This was $60. This was Ayaka. It was kind of like a doll. I'm not too into this. I was interested because I really love Tenchi Muyo, so I wanted to get a better look at it. But, you know, Ayaka's not my favorite. If it was Ryouiki, I might have gotten it. But still very cool. But let's head around and see if we can find more people here in the exhibit hall. But I actually loved Anime Pasadena this year. It was really good. It was much better than the last year, and it was definitely better than Anime Riverside. So I think I'm going to have to recommend, you know, some of their future events going forward, because it seems like they're doing the right thing nowadays. Especially with this Day 0 badge pickup, that was just the best thing they could have done. But here I am just sort of running around the halls, still looking for people. Just seeing what I can find. I like to do quick run-throughs to see if anything catches my eye, and then I'll run back over and buy stuff. This is sort of a trick that I use to sort of conserve my budget, because I have a tendency to just buy things on the fly. So if I just run through and just sort of eyeball things that I like, I can come back later. But speaking of buying things, here I am buying something from ChaiBee's booth. Her buddy here had some Promare keychains I decided to get. I was kind of thinking of getting the Mob Psycho stickers, but I'm kind of running out of room for stickers, and I thought it would be fun to get something that she's cosplaying. And then I came across this Crazy Furby booth. I didn't really stop. I've seen them before. This is definitely a booth to behold, in my opinion. And then I came across this Crisis Culture booth. I've actually come across this booth a few times. I remember seeing him back at Weeb Fest last year in Riverside, and he had just started doing these metal prints. I'm going to get this Death Note with Misa right here, because, you know, I like that one the most. I'm not really fond of these other characters so much, and I thought that one was really cute. But these are metal prints, so they're on metal. So I'm actually putting this one in my bathroom, as it's not paper and won't get destroyed by humidity. You know, just to fill up any wall space I can, right? But I had a lovely conversation with him about conventions and stuff, and be sure to follow him online. He's trying to get followers on his Instagram. And he gave me it in a nice little package for me. There were some really cool shirts at the end, but I wasn't fond of the quality. I like the designs, I just wish they weren't on black. They don't look like they belong on black. I think they would do better on white. They were so kind of small and looked like they were heat pressed. I'm not really fond of heat pressed shirts, but they were still great designs.
Could I get your Madoka acrylic? It's super cute.
Thank you. She's my favorite character in the show.
I like when the head gets bit off for mommy.
She know I was not even mad. She didn't do anything wrong in my eyes. Thank you so much.
Is this your card?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Continuing with our journey on over to the vendor hall, I stopped by this Cowboy Bebop cutout. This was really cool. There was lots of cutouts throughout the whole convention to stop and take photos with. That's a great thing in my opinion because it creates photo opportunities for, you know, people who are coming and gives something to do for the people, right? Because you can have backdrops which are cool, but these cutouts are more, you know, they're characters and it's kind of fun. But this side of the hall didn't really have much. There was a lot of voice actors over here taking up a lot of the space. And I come back day 2, so be sure to check that out. I make one purchase here on this side. And here we are. I saw this Cyberpunk Edge Runners poster here with the 2 girls, Rebecca and Lucy, and I had to get it. Here I am just handing over cash. And the one thing I liked about this booth is that they had all of their artist credits on a flyer on the table here, which is so nice. So you know they're not bootlegging their stuff, which is great. You could scan this QR code and find all this stuff, by the way. But I got this print. This was a very lovely print. Normally I don't buy prints as soon as I come into a convention because they will get destroyed. But he gave it to me in a nice little plastic case, and that's so clutch. This definitely helps preserve the quality. Speaking of posters and like preserving the quality, there used to be booths that would sell poster tubes all over, and I guess the company went under or something pre-COVID. I don't know. I haven't seen them since before COVID. But let's head on over to the Dragon Hall Z. Before we head on inside, though, we have to check out Pikachu. I thought it was funny that he had this little black penis, but this is massive. They had a few different giant inflatable cutouts, and that's the one cool thing about Anime Pasadena is that they get these giant inflatable cutouts. But heading on inside, they're checking everyone's badge here. People without their badge holding up the line, how dare they? And so I sort of walk around a little bit right here. They actually didn't let us stand on this balcony area at all. There was a person running around and being like a little balcony Nazi. Just like, you can't stand there, you have to go down. And it's just like really annoying. I actually found the Pasadena Convention Center staff to be really obnoxious this time around. They were actually causing a lot of like discomfort at the adult after party, the 18+ after party. I was so mad. They kept going around saying like, oh, there's 15 people who tried to sneak in, and if one more person tries to sneak in, we're going to close it down, and everyone's ticket's going to be void. Like, they're talking to people like we're like 14. Like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. But they had this really cool emo cover band here. They were doing a bunch of like My Chemical Romance and all sorts of stuff. I can't play any of their music because it'll get me copyright striked. But they were very cool, and they were also at the after party. Loved them. They were great. There was a lot of great shows here at this stage throughout the weekend. And then there were some wrestlers in the corner over here as well. I couldn't really get close. Their little handler here with the flyers kept pouncing on me every time I tried to get close with the camera. They're actually local to LA, which is pretty cool. They're in Van Nuys. But yeah, the last little bit in this section was this gaming room. There was actually a few people in here, but just not my type of area. And then let's head on outside and go check out one last area, and that's the autograph signing area. And this is kind of like a new addition to Anime Pasadena. I don't think they've had this before. And it's in the main auditorium area. And I don't think I've actually ever been in here before. But before we head on in, we had to stop and get a picture with the Attack on Titan balloon guy. You know, all I can see is his crotch from this angle. This thing is massive. But let's head on inside to the voice actor area. They had a lot of voice actors in here. This area was very crowded. I'm not waiting in line for any of these people. This is just insane. You know, some people have a lot more lines than other people, and some people are in different areas doing panels or signings at the moment. But definitely come to Anime Pasadena if you're trying to get stuff signed, because this is the place to go. If you want to get multiple signatures, this is a great spot. But hey, there's a lot of great people here. Here's Wally Wingert. He's not at his booth. He's probably at a Bleach panel somewhere or something. Be sure to check out my video with Wally Wingert at Toyzilla. He did a signing there. Super cool of him. He was a super cool guy. And we're going to head on out of here real soon because there wasn't much to do in here. It was mainly just wait in line and get signatures. But that's it for this day 1 of Anime Pasadena. I'm going to have a day 2 video coming out. I kind of messed up my footage for day 2, so please bear with me when it comes out. And here we are. We're just going to check out this line sort of real quick. I kind of get stopped by some friends. And I'm going to say hi to them real quick. I don't get very far here. But man, this line is the line for people who haven't picked up their badge yet. And here we are. Oh my goodness, it's my friend Alizul and Charlotte. I haven't seen Charlotte in years. Just saw Alizul the weekend before. They're doing good. They were telling me they were waiting in line for 2 hours.
I know.
I love the wings.
Thank you.
Those are so cool. Did you make them yourself?
Yeah, we did. Me and my dad did.
Oh, that's so rad.
That's really cool of them to make that cosplay with their dad. You know, that's something I've never been able to do with any of my parents, because my parents don't understand anime at all. The younger generation of anime fans don't know how easy they have it. But this is the line to get in if you don't have a badge. So you have to go in and scan a QR code. And they're scanning QR codes with a phone, right? So I was having actually a lot of difficulty getting my Uber and Lyft or even getting a signal, because when you have so many people gathered together like this, it just kind of muddles the cell phone signals. So I imagine that checking in slows down because it has to go through like a Wi-Fi system maybe. I don't know. But this line is absurdly long. Yeah, and this is why Day 0 is so needed.
Oh my god, am I glad I picked up a ticket yesterday, because I would not want to wait in this line.
But that's going to be it for today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And check back for more amazing anime and convention vlog footage stuff. We've got a lot of cool little events coming up that I'm going to be checking out. So be sure to check back with the channel. I also have Day 2 coming out. I'm not sure how I'm going to edit that video yet, so bear with me.